Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading for the week of November 7 through 13 of 2021. Welcome. So, there have been some amazing messages coming through again this week. Every time it's like fresh and new. And I'm not surprised by it, but I'm enthralled, you know? And so every time that it's another amazing message, I just sit here in awe and I love it. Absolutely love it. So hopefully you do too. So this is a general reading, and as such it is a group reading, right? So all your guardian angels come and create a collective message for everybody. So the parts of it that don't resonate for you, it's okay, just leave those. They resonate with somebody else. Okay. All right, so just one more card needs to come out and then we can get going here. All right. All right. Awesome. So, angel therapy. Angel therapy. Do you know what that is for you? That is you talking to your angels. Every single person was born with guardian angels, and you can potentially gather more throughout your life. You also have access to all the guardian angels. You have access to your spirit guides. So there's so much support and wisdom available to you. So there is never a need for you to be undecided or to like not know what's best. It's all there available to you, but you have to ask. We're human, we have free will. Therefore, anything that you want assistance with, you have to ask for it. This is also like you have earth angels around you. So any of those people who are around you who always seem to have good ideas, they always seem to give good advice. They have it's like they have a special conduit, right, to the wisdom. We all know people like that. They always say the right thing. Yeah, those people, you can also ask for help, and and all that help and support and everything is always immediately forthcoming. I shouldn't say immediately. Sometimes it takes a little bit, like a few days or even weeks to get the full message, but they're always right there lining that up for you, right? So, okay, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. You never have to haul all that stuff around by yourself. And truly, you know, once they're there and they lift that weight, it's not even a burden anymore. And you can trust that. You can like take it to the bank. Somebody needed me to say that. I don't know. And and so it's a very secure place to be because you never have to do anything by yourself, and you never have to be worried about making the wrong decision. Because even if, let's just say for argument's sake, you make even if you make a decision that later down the road you think, oh boy, I should have chosen something else. It wasn't a wrong decision. It led you here for you to learn this and that and the other thing that would have been way harder to accept if you had just, you know, taken somebody's word for it, right? And so they led you that way. And now that you are like, okay, now I need help again, please assist me with this. I need to change that somehow or some way, whatever it is. And then wait for the assistance. It's all is not lost, right? It just means you went on this little tangent. It's a little learning journey. It's still all good. Okay. All right. You also have meditation at your disposal. Now, a lot of you, I think, don't meditate, or you've tried a few times and it kind of didn't know if you were doing it right, or you didn't know if you really got any good results out of it or whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean formal meditation where you sit in a certain pose with candles around you and you only think this one thing. There's so many different ways of meditating. Like, whatever works for you. Like, you could use a guided meditation. You could chant. You could use candles if you wanted to, something to focus upon. You could simply allow yourself to get lost in your own thought and see what comes up. Being quiet, being alone with no TV, no radio, no people, no phone. All these things are very meditative. Sitting beside flowing water. As soon as you go for a pee, then it becomes meditative, right? And so, there's all different ways. What it really truly means is to get quiet on the inside of yourself so that you can hear what's going on. That's truly what it means. And so that helps you receive the messages from your angels, right? It helps you to see the pictures they're giving you, to hear the words they're saying, to feel what you're feeling, like, because they're giving you that. It's a gut feeling, or it's a skin feeling, or it's something. Or sometimes you just know. You don't know how you know, but you know. And any or all of those can be how they communicate with you. And so when you meditate, then suddenly things become clear and you go, oh, well, that was an answer. I didn't even know that was an answer, but now I know, right? So that's how that works, that getting quiet on the inside of you so that you can receive messages. It's kind of key. It's kind of key. And so, okay, they've got more of that here. Claircognizance, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayer. Yeah, so, maybe this is going to turn out to be your strongest of your senses that you receive. Maybe this is your weakest and you're trying to develop it now, right? Either way, pay attention to those thoughts and feelings that come to you because they are divinely guided. Even when, maybe a voice that you're hearing or whatever, sometimes it's your own voice. And then you're sitting there going, well, did I just think that up? Or like, where did that come from? You can feel the difference in vibration of it. If it's something that's fear-based, if it's something that you have to hurry to take advantage of it, it's your ego. If, however, it's very calm and it just states its case or states, what it's trying to tell you, or if the words are saying, my child, do this, then that is not you, right? Or even using your name. Like, how often when you're thinking, when you're just thinking your own thoughts as normal, how often do you call yourself by name? Usually it's not. If they're using your name, that means usually it's your angels. It's not you. So all these things are ways that your angels are communicating with you. So the way your intuition is flowing, is working, right? And so you can trust that. You will. A lot of you are already doing this. You're at the point where you understand the frequency of it. And I don't mean by like how fast, how often it's happening, but the vibration, the frequency. That's often how you can tell the difference between what's coming from you and what's there for you. Sometimes all you have to do is ask, is this coming from me or is this coming to me? Right? And then you'll know right away, with using that gut feeling, you'll know whether that's for you or not. Okay. Your angels want you to make sure that you're telling the truth and staying in your integrity. This is even if somebody is hurt by what you're saying and thinking and feeling and doing. You cannot, like, you're not going to make it more hurtful than it needs to be, of course. But you can't deny your own truth just so somebody else will feel more comfortable. You need to let them grow too. And hearing your truth will help them with that. It may hurt them, but it will help them with that. And you can't deny yourself in favor of anybody else. Yes, I know you've done it for a long, long time. That time is over. Now it's time for you to speak your truth and stay in your own integrity so that you can continue to think highly of yourself. Otherwise, you're compromising your own self, and that does not sit well with you at all. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop betraying yourself and need to be true to yourself. Doing that is doing the people around you a huge favor as well. Excuse me. Okay, so you haven't been speaking. You've been holding back. And it very much feels like you've been doing that so that people around you don't get hurt. There's a time and a place for that, but this isn't it. You need to speak what you need to speak. And that helps you stay true to yourself. Because your relationship with yourself and your higher guidance is the most important relationship in your life. And always will be. Okay. You have a lot of gifts. Now, I don't know what language you use. This says gifts from God. Perhaps you don't choose to use the word God. Maybe use creator or universe or intuition or angels or whatever you use. It all means the same thing. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. That is more of this, like when you're asking, when you're requesting assistance from your angels, when you're doing your angel therapy, then they're coming through. So there was just that little gap in between. So it feels like, maybe the course of a week. Sometimes it's different timing. But there's a tiny gap between when you ask and when the gifts come to you, when the answers come to you. You won't have to wait long at all, and things are yours. It just needs a little bit of time to line it up. That's all. And then, wow, okay, by the end of the week, you will be feeling your own power gently. You will understand what we're talking about, standing in your own truth and keeping your integrity. Because that it puts you and keeps you in your own power, but you will find no need to push it around or throw it around. It feels quiet. It feels like you recognizing again who you are. And in that recognition is where your power lies. You're amazing. And now you're finally starting to see that. I love this for you. Okay. We're getting one last piece of wisdom from the Daily Guidance deck. Let's see what they're going to tell us. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, time to take action. You've been contemplating this for a long time. I don't know what it is, but it's like it's been on your back burner, and sometimes you bring it a little forward and you go, maybe later. And go for it. There's no time like the present. It'll cause change. It'll maybe even feel like upheaval a little bit, but it is so by far the better, and things have lined up, and it feels very joyous. Don't allow guilt to contaminate it. Just go for it and let it be beautiful and positive and sparkly. Okay, here you go. Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I want you to know that I love you. And I will see you next week.